Hey guys, it's Erica from Brains to Beauty, and today I have another planner related video, and this time it is a DIY sticker storage book. As you guys have seen in my previous videos, I had this really cute green binder with gold foil zebras on it, and this is how I've been storing my stickers. A lot of you have been asking about it, how I did it, what I did, how I got these other stickers in here, Etsy stickers, my stickers, store stickers, as well as some sticker books that I got from Dollar Tree. And so today I want to show you how I do that with a brand spanking new sticker book. I had these new stickers, they're my general stickers, and you guys have already seen it if you saw my last Plan With Me video, but I needed to go ahead and organize them, and so I thought, you know what, let's do a sticker DIY book and get us a new binder, because the other one's getting full anyway. I mean, not really, but you can't have too many sticker books. So to start off, you're going to need a binder. These are 8.5 by 5.5 inch binders. They're 1 inch 3-ring binders. I think I said binder like 10 times. And then I also got these Target Up and Up mini binder sheet protectors. All the supplies I got are from Target, let's just put it that way, because I love Target. And these, you can either store your stickers in them, but for me, I use them for loose stickers and for sticker books. And then, of course, you're going to need some stickers or sticker labels. In this case, these are actually the ones that I use to print my own stickers. They are full sheet, completely matte, and I get them from Amazon. They're Digi Orange. These are probably the most affordable sticker paper that you can find online. Even Scribble Prints Co. suggests getting these sheets if you're going to print your own stickers because they're super affordable and really good quality. Then of course you're going to need a hole puncher. You don't have to use a full-size hole puncher. Of course you can just get a regular individual hole puncher and do this, but I happen to have this one. It's actually for 8.5 by 11, but I was able to adjust them and make them for the 5.5 inch binder. Next is my Fiskars paper cutter. You guys have seen this a million times. It's been in every single planner video and I've mentioned it a ton. I use this to cut all of my stickers and it has been incredibly useful, and I'll be using it a ton in this video. And then the last thing is an X-Acto knife. You don't have to use this, but if you want to make your own kiss cut stickers, I do show you how to do that at the end if you don't have like a silhouette or a Cricut, which I don't have either of those, so I use an X-Acto knife. So to start off, I want to show you all the stickers that we're actually going to be putting in this sticker book. So we're actually going to put sticker books in the sticker binder, as well as some stickers that I got from Etsy. These are the Libby & Co. stickers that I got a while ago, and you've seen them in some of my videos, but I haven't organized them yet, so I'm going to show you how they do that today. And of course, my own stickers. These are also up on Etsy in my shop, From Brains to Beauty. If you haven't checked it out, make sure to go check it out. Also, if you haven't checked me out on Instagram, I'm on there as well. So we're going to start off with the sticker books, and we're going to be using the sheet protectors. So here, I'm just going to put the sheet protector in to show you how this is actually going to look. I go in and I open up the stickers and I just take the very back page and I slip that into the sheet protector. The reason why I do it this way is so that once it's in the binder, you can still access the stickers. You're not going to impede the use of stickers. You won't have to slip it in and out at all. You'll still be able to access them while they're in the binder, which makes it so nice. But as you can see, it'll slide around because it doesn't fit exact. So here I'm going to just secure this with some washi tape. The reason why I'm using washi tape versus regular tape is because let's say you do want to take the book out. If you use regular tape, you're going to end up ripping up the cardboard on the back or even ripping the sheet protector. So I like to use the washi tape because it's sticky enough that it'll hold it in place, but it's also light enough adhesive that it's not going to rip the paper and it's not going to rip your sheet protector. And then of course I just cut it off and you're secure. Baller! Heck yeah! And I'm just going to do this for the other 3 sticker books, doing the exact same thing, slipping it into a sheet protector, washi taping it down, and then putting it into the binder. And of course, as you guys can see, there are 3 MAMBI Happy Planner sticker books. I do not have a Happy Planner. I kind of want to get one. I think I might get one. And then I did have one Disney Princess book, and that one was from Target. All the products that you guys see here, I will try and list down below. As long as I remember to do it, I will try to list everything. If I miss anything, just comment and let me know, and I will find it for you. So check it out. All 4 books in there, and they're all accessible. Boom. Next, we're gonna move on to the Etsy stickers. So for these, they're almost 8.5 by 11. They're essentially 8 by 10, I believe. So they're too big to fit in the binder as is, so I'm gonna cut them in half so that they're more accessible. And another option here is you can just take these stickers and stick them in the sheet protector and call it a day. If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. I actually contemplated doing that, but I realized it's going to be a pain in the butt to constantly have to pull them out of the sleeve. So instead I decided if I hole punch them, then I don't have to pull them out. I can always leave them in the binder and just take what I need. And so I hole punched the side that had the excess amount. As you can see, there was enough of a border that I could hole punch it without cutting into the stickers. Awesome. The problem is the other half, there's not enough space. If I were to hole punch this right now, I would completely hole punch into those green stickers and it would be a really sad day. So that's where the sticker paper comes into play. Obviously, I like the sticker paper because I can make my own stickers, but this is also great to use as an extension. So here, I'm just gonna measure out 1 inch. If you don't know your hole punch, I would recommend getting at least 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, but for me, I did 1 inch because I knew that I needed exactly 1/2 inch in order for me to not cut into the stickers. And so now I'm just sizing it up so that the strip fits the exact size of the sticker width, and then I'm just going to attach this. I do notice with the sticker paper, it's a little hard to get off the backing, so I always use a set of tweezers to remove it. And then here I'm gonna stick it as close to the edge as I possibly can. You don't want a lot of overlap because you really only need a very, very tiny edge in order to adhere it so that you have the most space for hole punching. The less amount you need of that label, the more space you have for the hole punch. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not making any sense. But you'll see, because you don't get 1 inch to actually punch into, now you have 1/2 inch to punch into because you're actually folding it in half onto itself. And again, very, very little overlap, but now you've extended your sticker paper by 1/2 inch. Well, technically like slightly under 1/2 inch because of the overlap, but it's just enough so that I can hole punch. If your hole punch is deeper in, make sure to add more material. It's easier to just add more material than it is to cut into your stickers because that's just a straight bummer. So now we're good to go. So I'm just gonna repeat this process for the rest of the stickers, cutting them in half. And then I actually like to cut off any of the excess off of the top. Like I said, you only really need 1/2 inch of border in order to cut. So if I can remove any excess material, I will, because I noticed that if it's too long, it'll actually stick out of the binder. And I'm pretty OCD, so I don't like it sticking out of the binder. So if I have excess paper, I'll just cut it out. And then here I'm separating anything on the right are things that are ready to punch as is, and anything on the left that will require labels. As you can see, I have a pretty big border around mine. They're exactly 1/2 inch. So all I have to do is cut it in half, remove any excess, and then I can hole punch it as is. I don't have to add an extra label, which makes it really nice. So then here I'm cutting out 3 strips because I have 3 sticker sheets that need the extra label space. So now I'm just going to do the same thing as I did before, just attach the label as close to the edge as I possibly can and fold it in half and add the little extension. Super simple. You can do this with any type of stickers. You can actually do this with the sticker books too, and I contemplated doing that, but it was just easier putting them in the sheet protectors. And in this case, I do it for the stickers. I've done this for store-bought stickers, Etsy stickers, you guys saw it, dollar store stickers. It's pretty simple. And then once I'm done adding all the extensions, I hole punch all the stickers. Now moving on, I'm just gonna put them in the binder so you can see how they lay out pretty. So here is the last section of the video, and this is how to make your own Kiss Cut stickers. So I don't have a cutting mat, so instead I was actually using my paper cutting machine. It's not even a machine, a paper cutter, and using that as my mat so I wouldn't cut into my foam board, which is what I film on. because here I'm actually showing you what not to do. I actually cut completely through the paper. Do you see that? I completely cut through. What you want to do is cut just enough so that you're cutting through the first layer, the actual sticker paper, but not cutting through the backing. So in that case, you're still sticking to the paper, and it's almost as if you had a kiss cut machine so that you have usable stickers. So the second layer, I cut just barely enough, just enough to get through the sticker paper, while the top section I cut completely through so you guys can see what it looks like. And if you do it right, you have peel and use stickers ready to go. This is like so awesome. It is time consuming, but it's easier to do this than it is to like cut every single individual sticker out. But if you're too lazy to do this or take the time to, then you can just cut them out later. So I finished that sheet, and now I'm just hole punching them. I didn't do all the sheets because it is very time consuming, and actually it's more time consuming to do the X-Acto knife method than it is to just cut them out. But at the end of the day, they're more easy to use if you do the kiss cut method, because then you can just peel them out and use them. And then of course we got to add them to the binder with all the other stickers, and we're good to go. And I do want to show you one last tip, and it is on that sticker sheet that I just showed you. You see how I completely cut through and now it's right on the edge of the hole punch? Well, if you constantly flip back and forth, that thing is going to eventually rip and your sticker is going to fall out. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the excess sticker paper that I have, that I just cut off right before all of this shenanigans. I lost my words for a second. I took the excess sticker paper and I'm just attaching it to the back where the cut is to kind of brace the back of the sticker. And this is so that the stickers don't just like fall right out, and so they're also giving them a little bit of structure. And then I'm adding the rest of the stickers and we're done. I hope that was helpful for you guys. If it was, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, and of course subscribe for more videos, and comment down below what you guys thought, what you guys want to see next, and if you want to see any more DIYs. But yeah, this is the end of it. This is the last of the sticker book, and of course I had some of the kiss cut stickers, and then I made a mistake. I accidentally cut into one of the stickers. And yeah, we've got our usable sticker books, and we're all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Erica from Brains to Beauty.